today we are going to learn something very important. We're going to learn how to upload our products into our database, meaning we're going to learn how to load the pictures from our device and upload them to our storage. Okay, but before we get started, first, as you can see, now it's like 1:56. It's late, and probably I'll not upload this video now. But anyways, I don't have a lot of time during the day to work on this, so I just try to do something for you guys during the night. On our last video, we had a bug. It wasn't opening, but what you have to do, and this solution was given by one of the subscribers. Unfortunately, I forgot to see his name, but big thanks for you, thumbs up. And if you guys know a way in which I can improve the things I do, feel free to tell me in the comment section and I change that. That's how we learn. So I had this problem once, and my way of fixing was kind of different and more complex. But what you have to do is you have to, let me close here, you have to open Android folder, and then here you have to open the app folder and open this build Gradle, and you have to come and add this line here, multi-dex enable true. Okay, so you'll not have conflicting versions of Android and stuff. I will put this on description, so you just have to copy it and come and paste it here. So with that out of the way, if you hit run on the app, and I should have started the app before, no problem, but because we did the configuration of add brand and one second, 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 one second. I always have a lot of tabs here. Let me just close this. I'm always on Medium and stuff. Oops. So here we have all the storage. I mean Cloudflare store, not storage. Our Cloudflare store, and it's empty for now, but that's not an issue. Here we have our app done. You just hit manage, and first we'll create category, add category, and our category will be called kids ads, and we have category created. Then let us add another category. Now we will add here man. Oops. But first let's go to our database. Reload and see what happened. Perfect. If you take a look into our database, we have this collection called categories, and we have one ID here for the document, and we have category kids. So it's perfectly working. Now we'll create another category. Oops. Call it man. Add category. We'll create another category called women. Add category. We'll just create couple categories we're going to need. Man, woman, done. Let me just put here formal, like formal clothes, right? And finally we want accessories. And this is kind of okay. Then we have to add shoes as well. I think it's important. Shoes. add category. Let's go back to our, and as you can see, we have the category here, and for each document we have man, women, and everything, and we can add more category if we need to. Now let's go to add brand. The first brand is going to be Santos. Add another brand. At 7. Add another brand. Spicy. We're just making brand's name here. Add another brand. Oh, don't V. You just find any names. Let's see the changes. Let me try to reload this. And here we have brands. Brand Santos. So we have the brands created as well. So we are done with this, both brands and categories. Okay, perfect. Now let us put this on full screen. To be super quick, because I don't want to take a lot of time doing this, let me, here on our screens, we'll create a new screen. Create a new Dart file, and we call it add product. We're going to import our package Flutter slash main.dart. Let's go to our browser, and in here, image picker Flutter. We want this. We want the image picker. So let's get this dependency. Go to pubspec file again, and write in anywhere in here, then we'll do packages get. Then it's saying it's a duplicate. Oh, we already have image picker. Sorry. I did not know that. Let me close these files, and let's start working as quick as possible to make this video as brief as possible. Add products, we have you here. Get dependencies. Import Dart convert. We will use that not exactly now. And now let us create this stateful widget called add. Let me zoom in. Add product. Perfect. In here, of course, we'll want to return a scaffold. The same old thing, app bar color. Let me define. You know what? Let us do something, because I don't want to be writing this every time, because most of the time I'll be using color changing. So let me create a new package here, and I'll call this package name. I'll call this utils for utility, and inside this let me create a Dart file, and I'm going to call this color util. And here I'll just make use of, okay, I'll just define some variables and stuff. Okay, we'll come and complete that work. Afterwards, we'll copy all of these to that file. But we'll create here material color to make things easier for us, and we're going to call this white being equal to colors dot white. So let me just copy this and do the same for black. So we'll just afterwards we will copy this to a particular file, and then instead of writing this colors dot, we'll just put this gray. I think that these are the colors I'm going to use the most here. Okay, we can take this basic gray, no problem. Okay, perfect. Now here you can just write what white. Then for the title we're going to have text add product, and let's give a style, text style for this. Then we just give color black. You know how easy it is now. And now for the leading icon, I'm going to give here icons dot close and color black. Okay, perfect. Let us see what we have. No, first we have to configure something. We have to make sure that when we click on that add product, which is in here, we have a navigator dot push then we have the material page route, Let me zoom it, and inside this we have context. Oops. Or we can just give this dash, and from here we're going to return add product. And here, just closing here, we're going to have an error because we didn't import this class. Just click on it and we import the file. Done. Okay, perfect. Oops. The type color is not a subtype. Okay. I think we have a problem not on this file here. Here we have to define color, not material color. Okay, let's see if this will fix our issue. Okay, our issue is fixed. Define here color, not material color. It was a mistake, sorry. Elevation will put 0.0 because we don't want no elevation here. Or you can put 0.1 just You can put 0.1 just to have a small difference there. Okay, with that out of the way, let us make sure we have a lot of real estate here. So with that out of the way, what are we going to do here is body, okay, and inside of this, let's give a list view, and inside of this list view we provide children, and first we will define row. Again, children. The first children is going to be outline button. Perfect. And here we're going to give a parameter called border side. Then we have border side. Then here for the color we'll give gray. And then for the we can give gray with opacity 0.8. I think it's going to look somehow better. And finally, let's give this a width of 1.1. Perfect. For the on press of this button, for now we'll just leave on null. And finally, we will add here something called child. Okay, for the child we can use icons dot add, and for the color of the icon we'll just give gray. So do you see how simple is it just to give gray instead of using that colors dot blah blah blah. Okay, we still have a couple things to work here. First of all, let's give a padding to this. no, first of all, let me put this on full screen to make sure you guys are able to see it properly, and just put my mobile phone on a correct position, and afterwards I will show you the output while I'm able to view it. Okay, let's work. So what's supposed to happen now is, let me add some padding. Sometimes it doesn't give me the suggestion, I don't like that. Okay, I'll just hit add padding just like that. Okay, that was saved. But from left it can be this, from top it can be 14, then 8.0, then 14.0 again. Okay, let's give it 17. And just to remind you that I'm able to see the output, so if I just be changing the numbers, don't worry, I know what's happening. 22, 22. This is something that at the end of the day is really just up to you. How do you think the numbers or the size of the icons have to have? Let me just show you guys what I'm doing. I'm just finding the right size for this button here, and I'll give it 30. I'll just give it 30 here, and 30 here. Here I'll give it 2. I'm trying to optimize these values. Let's go big now. Let's go big. Okay. The first part is somehow done. So what can we do here? What can we do here? Let's add another widget into this. We're going to call this expanded widget. Of course. Ooh. No. That's another. But let's try to do something. Let's try to do something. I'll copy this and I will paste it here and here. Okay. And can we add padding into our expanded widgets? No, that's not possible. Okay, but I know what I can do. I'm doing things the wrong way. I can add padding into this. And I'll have to build the app again. Just click here. Add product. And again, come here to our outline. And we will add padding to all of the three. Add padding to everything. Okay, perfect. And for this gray, I can give it opacity of 0.5 if I want to. Okay, and I think it's better. I can increase this width to 2.5 as well. Perfect. So let me just change for the rest of them. And finally for this one. Okay, perfect. And these are buttons that we're going to use to add our products. Perfect. After this, we need couple things here. The first thing we may going to need actually would be to put all of these, including the list view, inside of a form. Nothing will change on the UI, but don't worry about that. Again, we're going to use key, form key. This is going to be super handy, but we don't have this variable because we're going to be able to check the state of the form. So we need a global key of the type form state called form key is going to be equal to our global key. And to specify, you can write here form state. Perfect. Now after this product there, we will add what else do we need now is this is done, so we need to go out of our row and we need a text form field. Yes, that's what we need, text form field. And inside of here we'll need our controller. I'll write product name controller, and we don't have this variable, so I'll just copy it and I'll just paste it here. So we need a text editing controller. Product name controller is going to be equal to new text editing controller. Done. The naming of this is not correct. It's supposed to be like that. So coming down here again our controller will allow us I'm sorry, to access the values of our form. Then after that, what do we want? Okay, decoration. Then we'll have here our input decoration, and then hint not. Our hint text is going to be product name. Okay, for now I think that's all we have to do in here. And again, now we're going to validate validator. So we have our value, which is the value we're going to have on that which is going to be the product name in the case. If we will do two validations here. First, if no product name is entered, we're going to return you must enter the product name. Then let's run else if what? Value is greater than 10, so we don't want nothing greater than 10. We're talking about the product name. To make sure it will fit on our UI perfectly. Alright, product name can't have more than 10 letters. Okay, perfect. Okay, we may need a padding for this. So add padding. And we can put this on something like 12. Okay, I think 12 is good enough. And in here we are going to put a small text saying enter a product name with 10 characters. At a maximum. And then we can just, for this one we'll give a style and text style for this guy. Our color, we had to have a red there. Colors dot, no, you know what, oops, what's happening? Okay, I don't know what was happening. As a matter of fact, I'll define another color here. I'm going to call it red because we may need to use this a couple times. So we have the red. So in here, for the colors, we will just put red, and font size, let's put something like 14. If 14 is too big, we can put 12. Okay, and let's do first text align. We'll align this text to the center. Perfect. And we may as well add a padding to this. Perfect. Perfect. So let's go back to full screen, because now we may need to do some work, like loading our pictures from loading our category name and our brand from the database. That's our task now. Just 1 second. Just 1 second and make sure everything is right on my device. Okay, perfect. Now we have here db, so let's create a method, and we are going to call this method no, we don't have to create a new, I meant file. We don't have to. We can just go to the brand and category. Let's go to the brands, and first we can import dart convert and do get we're going to return a future list get brands is supposed to be get brands. First we have firestore dot collection, and our collection name is brands. So let's make things easier for us. So just create a string, and we're going to call this ref, giving reference to our collection name, which is a string, and here we can just write ref. So collections ref dot snapshots. Oh, 1 second. Okay, that's a query snapshot. I just wanted to see the type. Let's say it's a query snapchat, and I'll try to write data being equal to this. It's not giving me exactly what I want. So let's just put dot. I don't need a where here. I need to use stream, then query snapshot, then data. That's what they want us to do. So now how are we going to do this? What's the best way for us to go about doing this? Oh, okay. What about we run a for d in data? Can we run this like that? No. Okay, I'll do this data dot. I don't want listen, I want for each method. Inside of data, oh, here I'll write snap snapshots. I think it's better like that. Snapshots. And here inside of snapshots, I'll write snapshot. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know what's the issue you're trying to give me, guy. I don't know what's the issue you're trying to give me, guy. Type of null can be a sign of type of query snapshot. Okay, we'll give this v. V being the value that's going to be returned. Oh, we better write snapshot. But these names are kind of confusing, so I'll just leave it snap. Okay, perfect. So what are we going to do now is we are going to do, let's create a list. Now we can call this list data. Or better yet, let's call this brands. And then here we can just add brands dot insert 0, and the element we want to insert is snap dot documents. As a matter of fact, we can do something even more interesting here, because this is going to return a list and I wouldn't like to have a list inside of another list. That would be kind of strange. So what I can do is our brands are going to be equal to snap dot documents. If we do like this, we are going to have a single document snapshot. And excuse me to be just writing and deleting, but the point is I'm trying to find the best method for us to apply here. I can use a for like that. Int I is equal to 0, then snapshots dot length, meaning that I must be smaller than snapshots dot length,